I actually didn't share any live case studies because that's I don't want them to see it. So, but I am going to share with you guys what I'm doing, and I'm going to also dive into answering some of your questions. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited. 1 second. Damn it. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm going to go into. I'm going to show you how I'm doing that, and then I'm going to show you exactly step by step what I did to be able to do that. And then you guys can kind of model after it. You guys can kind of do whatever you guys need to do, and you guys can apply this to really anything, I believe. And there is something else that I wanted to share with you guys. I'm also going to share with you guys. I'm going to show you. If you guys stick with me till the end, I'm going to give you guys a bonus. I'm going to share with you exactly how me and my wife were able to use Instagram to get 120 subscribers in one day and get 15 sales in an hour. And this is a really crazy strategy, but if you guys do it, it's gonna be crazy. It's so crazy, man. And so I'm gonna share with you guys that. I'm gonna briefly cover that. And with you guys, I'm gonna kind of briefly cover that. So it's not gonna be like long or anything like. Oh wow, Dorel turned into a woman, just like. It seems like it's your cover picture. So what's up, man? How you doing, Dean?
I'm great, man. I'm excited for this training. You said you got 120 Instagram leads. That's crucial.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And I got 15
we were just talking about what Ella was doing with Instagram, and then you come out of nowhere talking about you getting as many leads as her. We're like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna actually show you guys like a live case study of that. It's gonna be super fast. Really quickly.
How's your day been, man?
It's been really good, bro. It's been really good. I woke up, I prayed, time with the Lord. Right. That was good. Then after that, I just started working. Like I'm on a 90-day like plan where I just kind of take it to the next level. And I just kind of work really hard. I got a couple of more T-shirt designs that my wife was able to get, and then I put up other campaigns for my shirt to kind of scale up, and then like around 2 o'clock, I decided to go to the gym and do some kickboxing drills with my wife. Came back, and as soon as I came back, the computer was giving me such an issue. I had to do a webinar. I did a webinar, made a couple of sales on that, and with potential upgrades. So that's worth to me a lot more than what I sold them on that webinar. So it's looking good, man. It's looking good. I think that just being consistent and pushing these numbers forward is really going to help me. It's really going to help me with what I'm looking to accomplish in the next 90 days or so. What about you, man? What did you do?
Today, man, I just been like, I've been going through Jason Capital's email marketing system. He's really good at email marketing, just kind of like mixing it with just like celebrity stories going on, just like with viral stories at the moment. So I'm kind of like using that hand in hand with Chris Rector's viral strategy. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking for 3.0 videos because I'm getting into like the fitness niche now. I want to do that with the social media marketing niche.
Okay. So the fitness is huge, mm-hmm. Bro. You can sell them so many shirts, I can imagine.
Yeah, bro. What I'm actually doing is I'm going to start doing affiliate offers through email, and then just like getting those leads through the 3.0 strategy.
Wow, so dude, that's
up all day.
Wow, that's cool, dude. That's good stuff. That's good. I'm excited for you, bro.
Thanks, man.
That event was crazy. Yo, dude, that event was crazy, wasn't it?
It was. Vegas was crazy.
That's crazy.
But in February is the Chinese New Year, so Shopify is kind of dead for most people this month. Well, people using AliExpress anyway. So I kind of had to change up my strategy.
Okay. So how long is it done? Is it done for?
Just for February, just until the Chinese New Year is over, and I can start using AliExpress again and kind of importing products.
That's pretty cool, dude. Yeah, I'm probably gonna switch over to Shopify after I finish this campaign. I'm gonna switch over to Shopify for to sell t-shirts because Shopify just gives you way more things to do. Like it allows you to do cart abandonment. It allows you to it comes with so many different things that it's just crazy, bro. It's so crazy. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, and viral style doesn't necessarily allow you to do that. I mean, it has its pros and its cons. I mean, the reason why I chose viral style is because I wanted to implement what I learned, and I felt like Shopify was going to be a big learning curve. So I was like, yo, babe, you learn Shopify. What I'm going to do is I'm going to learn viral style, which took me like a couple of minutes to learn it. So simple. And then I was like, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do it with viral style. As soon as I have my first successful campaign, I'm just going to go right into Shopify because it has so many other things that you can do to it. So
Are you using AliExpress or are you just kind of getting?
now I'm going to use this app called LaunchT to create the shirts, and
Okay.
it kind of works the same way Viral Style does. I don't have to mess around with the packaging or anything like that. So I kind of just want to keep it. I really don't want to get into drop shipping, even though I know that you can make a lot of money in drop shipping. I kind of just want to right now just build out just crush it with t-shirts, take all of that money and then just outsource the entire drop shipping thing. Because I'm not so passionate about e-com like the way some people are. I kind of want to more so build in the IM niche. I'm more passionate about that. I like helping people. I like talking to people. I like doing what I'm doing now. So that's the angle I'm going to go with it. I'm just gonna basically outsource the entire thing. So I want to create a lot of capital so I can just hire everyone in place so they can do the drop shipping, the packaging, and all that stuff. So
Yeah, I feel
yeah,
you. I feel you. If it was Shopify though, as long as you can get like the whole process down and setting up the store, it gets really easy after that.
yeah, dude. You're probably gonna have to teach us a little bit of what you're doing because I'm not the best at that. Even though my wife is, she told me that she's kind of got everything up and running already, but we just don't have any merchandise on there. So
Yeah, I mean, if she has the store up, then it's easy selling from there. You just start listing the products on there and just run traffic to it.
yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. So we're probably gonna do that. Let me just see something real quick, and then we're gonna get started.
Hey,
We just
so
sold, baby. We just sold another shirt. Yeah, nice.
Polo, what T-shirt company you using?
I'll go into it. I'll share with you a little bit of what I'm doing. So, this is pretty cool, man. This is way better than recruiting. I love recruiting. Recruiting is awesome. No, I'm not trying to like, knock it. I love recruiting.
Right.
I love recruiting through webinars. I still consider that recruiting when people buy other offers. It's different. I don't know. I love Empower Network too. Empower Network taught me so much. Let me just see something here. Yo, when you have the right audience, bro, things just
Mhm.
begin to start moving.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy. All right, so let me just see something here. All right, looks like you guys. Looks like we're gonna rock it out with you guys. Seems like everyone else is either just chilling or I'm not sure they can't make it. So I'm just trying to buy time for them, but it doesn't seem like they can. So we'll probably go for like I don't know, like an hour or something, and then you guys can ask questions or anything like that. Really quickly before I get started, do you guys have any questions or anything that you guys are looking to definitely kind of like want me to cover?
Definitely Instagram and the 40 Club.
Okay, Instagram. You want me to cover Instagram and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'll definitely will cover Instagram. So I'm definitely gonna get into that. You said a little bit of the 40 Club.
Yep.
Okay, I'll cover the 40 Club a little bit too. Darrell, do you have anything?
Well, just being new, man. Get some of the basics for me.
Cool,
Me
cool.
starting out.
Yeah, so Darrell, so basically what we normally do is we do like a weekly mastermind. Sometimes
Mhm.
there's more people, sometimes it's just us two and we get to kick it. And sometimes it's better that
Okay.
way, it's more intimate. But basically this is kind of like an addition to what Chris Ruckert offers. So Chris Ruckert has his training, he does his weekly coaching. But what I decided to do is I decided to kind of build something outside of that, or should I say connected to it, not outside of it, connected to it, where we can kind of mastermind more so with with what we're doing as well. Because sometimes being in a mastermind that's getting filled up with thousands of people, sometimes your questions don't get answered, or sometimes the intimacy kind of it's not the same way as it is right now. So it's kind of like a mastermind within a mastermind, but we're all the same team. We're all here supporting each other. We all here believe in the same vision, same dream, just to become as successful as we can. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. All right. So I guess what I'll do is would you guys like me to cover the 4-0 club first, or do you want me to cover how I'm getting 2,000% ROI?
However you can unravel it, man. Whatever's easier for you.
Okay, cool. I think I'll probably start with the 4-0 club right now. I'll just start with it. Okay, so basically, right. So let me just show you the video that went that got to the 4-0 club. And for the people who like Darrell, you don't know what the 4-0 club is, but we talked about yesterday how you need to make an effort into getting the training, because the training is really going to cover the detail and cover a lot of good stuff. Everybody here in this group has gotten to the 3-0 club. So the 3-0 club, what it basically means is you're basically you're paying so cheap for the traffic that it's just ridiculous. You're paying 0.000 and then the number. You're paying less than a penny. And one of the biggest fears for people when they get online is that, when it comes to paid advertisement, a lot of people kind of shy away from it because they think it's super expensive. They think that for some reason it's just expensive. And that's normally a belief that some of us operate under. That is not, we kind of live in ignorance. And I know for me, I lived in ignorance because I was afraid to dump my hard-earned money into advertising. But the 3-0 club basically allows you to basically place these ads at a point where they're just so ridiculously cheap. I mean, it's just crazy, and you can get so much traffic. But what I'm going to cover right now is it's going to be such a little piece, just a small percentage, but it's going to make sense to Dean because he's already gone through the training. He's already taken action. Dean, you've gotten into the 3-0, right?
Yeah, I've been in for a while now.
Oh, that's awesome. Cool. So Dean's already been there for a while. So he's been in there for a while. So let me just I'm pulling it up right now, and I'm going to show you exactly. Okay, so can you guys see my page?
Yeah.
Okay, really quickly. So again, obviously, right? Whenever you want a video to go viral, the video has to be good. The video has to be good, and not only that, but the keywords that you're targeting the video to, they have to match, right? And I know this is something that we probably all know, right? But sometimes sometimes you can't stress it enough because it's important to understand. In order for something to go to the 4-0 club, it's got to be a fire video. I mean, it just inspires passion. Okay, so what I'm going to do really quickly, right? And you'll probably get a better understanding just from watching the video than me explaining it. So it's a 4-minute video. I'm not sure if you guys are even into the UFC or anything like that, but just for a second, just put yourself in the shoes of this audience, right? And just watch the video, and after the 4 minutes are up, I'm going to ask you guys how that video was, how did it make you feel, and then we're going to talk about those feelings, those emotions, and how they play a part in getting into the 4-0 club. So let me just play it for you, and then you guys are just going to watch it. Oh, really quickly, for those who don't know, this is basically I'm targeting this fighter in the UFC, and that's the video, and I'm targeting a keyword that people have taken an interest in. So the video matches the audience, and the audience matches the video. But I want you to pay close attention because now that you know that, just imagine that you're one of the fans of this guy, okay? And just watch the video. It's not, and Dean, you're not gonna believe this. This video is actually like 4 minutes long, so it breaks all the rules.
My name is Conor McGregor, and I live in Lucan. And what's your status, or what's your profession? I'm a professional MMA fighter with a record of 4-1. I'm an up-and-coming fighter, and without a doubt, you will see me on the UFC in the near future. Without a doubt. I started MMA around 2 or 3 years ago, and about 2 years ago, I'd say, and I instantly had a knack for it, and I really, really, really loved it. It's like an addiction for me. So it's all I do. I train twice a day. It's all I think about. And I don't want to do anything else. It's as simple as that.
What is your dream?
My dream is to be world lightweight champion in the UFC. Have more money than I know what to do with, and have a great life for my kids, my grandkids, everyone in my family, everyone that's come up with me. That's my dream. My dream is to be number one. My goal is number one in MMA. I felt when we stared down, I felt his right hand was twitching a little bit, but it was a subtle tell for me. He is ready to unload that right hand, but I feel that could be a downfall for him if he lets that right hand go. I will not be there. I will create traps and dead space inside that octagon all over the place, and I will walk him into it like a zombie.
I'll tell you, that's what you're right there, boy.
This is what I plan to do with Jose. I plan to set him up, trap, lead him into dead space, lead him where he feels he is safe, but all of a sudden it's a trap. He is in big danger. So that's how I feel. Take out everyone in Ireland that stands in my way, and everyone that's there. I want to be top of that list next time they come back, and I will be, guaranteed.
All right, so basically, right, that was the entire video, and so this video actually got me into the 4-0 club. So I actually posted it on my my Facebook the other day. It's actually how Darrell actually came through. Darrell wanted more information because he saw this post on my Facebook. So basically, I spent $1.08, and when I spent $1.08, I was able to get, which probably now it's a lot more than this, right? But I stopped running the ad for a second because I was making a couple of. But I spent $1.08, and for $1.08, I was able to reach over 500,000 people. I only paid for 8,933 reach, and I got over, at the time I got over 20,000 plays. So I basically took $1.08 and I divided it into 20,000 plays, and that's really what got me the 4-0 club. So so basically, the reason why I showed you that video is because when it comes to getting to the 4-0 club, right, it's really about passion, and and the video doesn't have to be that long. It can be shorter, or it could be just the same, right? But at the end of the day, where's the video? Oh, there's the video. At the end of the day, it really comes down to a couple of things. It comes down to making sure you have the right audience and you have the right video that speaks to that audience. Like when you guys watch this video, I'm not sure. I mean, you don't even have to be a UFC fan, but that video was passionate because here you are, you're seeing a kid, you talking about wanting to do something, and then you're seeing the transition of him becoming exactly what he said he was going to become. And then you got the cool music and then the cool effects, right? It was at the end of the day, it's really, what did it make you feel? So like, I don't know, anyone can answer this, but like, what did it make you feel? Like if you were a fan watching.
I feel like he was hungry.
Like what?
He wanted it bad. He was hungry. He wanted it bad.
Passionate, like hungry, passionate.
Yeah, he was
So,
hungry.
yeah, exactly. He was hungry, right? So like that's in order to get videos to go into the 4-0 club, right? It has to be a video that just is really good. Like it's just super passionate. It's going to trigger this passion for people to want to naturally share it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like if I log in actually into my Extreme Martial Arts Club page, if I log in and
So, can I ask you something while you're doing that?
yeah.
Who did the video? Did you do it?
So the video, it's not even my video. No, the thing is that, like, so basically, right, just to answer your question, is this the video that was out there? But, and the video didn't even have that many views, as much views as it has here. But I knew, I kind of, once you start doing it over and over, you kind of start understanding your audience, and you can kind of figure out what works for them. I just scraped it out of YouTube and I uploaded it into my Facebook. And you'll learn the detail stuff when you decide to purchase a 3-0 club. And basically, right, the whole point is to get videos to go viral. And then basically right here, if you see this, it says PS, if you like Conor McGregor, then click here. So like after you make videos go viral, you can redirect that traffic to a link. And if you click on this link, they're being redirected to buy a shirt. Right? They're being redirected to buy a shirt. So like, but I mean, you could do this with any niche. It doesn't have to be the UFC. So the 3-0 club is really a really powerful strategy. And not only is it a powerful strategy, but people who like yourself who've never really messed around with paid advertisement or never really had a crazy amount of success running Facebook ads, it really serves you really good, Darrell, because it teaches you the foundation of what it takes to really begin to start running profitable Facebook ad campaigns. So you can do this with anything. Whatever niche you want to do it with, you can do it with that niche. So, Dean, did you see kind of like the concept of what it takes to get something into the 4-0 club?
Yeah, bro. There's more passion. There's more views. That's what I got out of that.
I mean, if you see this, look at this, bro. It's crazy. Look,
Yeah,
8,000. Yeah, and like I only paid for that, right? And if you look at like my prior videos, they're not like that. My prior videos, I was in the 3-0 club, but I wasn't getting that much of an organic reach. So, that's basically it. That's basically it. So I kind of just wanted to show you that really quickly. So, all right, so let's get right into it. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna kind of show you. I'm gonna get right into it, and I'm gonna show you guys how I was able to turn I was able to turn 60 cents on Facebook, okay, 60 cents on Facebook, into an ROI of over 2,000. Okay, so I think this is the video that I'm not sure if you guys saw this, but on this video, really quickly, let me just pull it up.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is BallCQ.
You don't have to watch the entire video, but basically in this video, I basically show you. That's today's date, and then I basically show you how much I spent, which was 60 cents. I spent 60 cents, right? And then on the 60 cents, I was able to make. I made a $24. It was a $24 purchase, right? And then that was my ROI, right? When I plugged in the numbers, when I spent 60 cents, I was able to pull out $16.21. So the ROI on that return is 2,601. So it's like flipping pennies into dollars. It's pretty crazy, and it can become very addicting once you kind of get things down pat and you fully understand. Things just begin to start rolling. So that's what I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to show you how you can do the same exact thing. I'm going to walk you step by step on how to begin to start doing that, because when you learn how to do this kind of stuff, it can really become life-changing, right? It becomes life-changing because you now begin to start understand how to really begin to start making sales on Facebook, right? And you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be amazingly good. You just have to be the person that takes massive action, the person that's willing to take imperfect action, who doesn't care about being perfect, who understands that they learn by mistakes and they can't go around it. That there's not going to be a one-hit wonder that all of a sudden you start making thousands of dollars from just being lucky, right? If you want to, if you like I don't know who said this, but they said something like, if you want, like, there's a difference between making income and then building wealth, right? There's a lot of people that build income, that create income, but they don't know how to build wealth. And I'll personally be honest with you, like back in 2014, me and my wife discovered the craziest black hack strategy, okay? So crazy that we were just crushing it, man. We were crushing it. We were getting so many leads from Instagram and all that stuff. And I mean, it was ridiculous. I mean, we generated so many leads, thousands upon thousands of leads for free. We made thousands of dollars just doing this black hat strategy. And what we ended up realizing, we didn't understand this, but we built our entire business on a black hat strategy. Not realizing this, we basically, when Facebook bought Instagram, they laid the hammer. And when they laid the hammer, most of our accounts, they got closed down. Our traffic dried up, our clicks dried up, our leads dried up, our sales dried up, everything dried up. And we found ourselves looking at each other saying, how did this happen? It happened because we weren't willing to take a risk, and we weren't willing to begin to start learning a profitable skill set, which is in paid advertising, right? Learning how to structure ads, learning how to get your message in front of the right people. And that's what I'm going to dive into right now. If you guys want to begin to start getting an ROI, you guys but if you can mute yourself, I appreciate that. So, 1 second. I'm not sure where that noise comes from. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. But so here's what we're gonna do. It's like I can hear it. All right, so there's a couple of things that I want to talk about, right? So the first thing I want to talk about that's important, if you want to begin to start doing that, okay? Before I actually show you this, let me just show you the campaign that I'm running right now. Would you guys like to see the campaign that I'm running, the one that's hitting the sales?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
All right, cool. So just don't share this with your friends and family and cousins. All right, cool. So, all right, so let me see this one. All right, so this is the one that's really doing it for me right now, okay? So right now, this campaign has about 244 likes, 28 shares, and over 41 comments, okay? This is about to go viral. And this is awesome. It's a really simple shirt. It's really a simple shirt. But this is what I want you to, here's what I want you to understand. It doesn't matter what I'm selling. It does not matter what I'm selling. You don't have to create a UFC page and start doing the same thing I'm doing. As a matter of fact, if you don't have to do this, you can do this with anything. This is just an example, okay? This is just an example, and this is to help you understand and give you and extract a couple of principles from this example. So I'm selling a shirt, okay? So a couple of things that I want to talk about here. In me selling the shirt, right, what am I focusing on, okay? A couple of things that I'm doing on this shirt to be specific with you, okay? So this shirt is targeting people in the UFC. But to be even more specific, this shirt is targeting a specific fighter, okay? So do you see what I just did? I decided this is what Chris Rucker calls this hyper-targeting. If you're taking notes, you might want to write that down because I remember writing that one down. Hyper-targeting means basically the more targeted you get with your message, the more passionate you're going to get of fans. The more passionate of fans you're going to get, or more of a passionate audience, should I say, right? And that's important because at the end of the day, the people that are going to buy anything from you are people who are passionate. Dean, really quickly, what sport do you not like?
Do I not like? I don't like golf. It's too boring.
To golf, okay. What's another sport that you kind of like but you don't really have a team?
Um, tennis. I mean, I don't like tennis. You don't really have teams, but tennis.
Golf, right?
Yeah.
We'll just take golf, whatever. So, Dean, if you saw a golf ad with an amazing golf shirt, I mean, it was there. Would you continue scrolling, or would you actually begin to start engaging and actually potentially want to buy it?
I'd engage with it. Definitely, if it's something that I'm passionate about, I'll definitely.
Yeah, but you're not passionate with golf, are you?
No.
So you wouldn't engage with a golf ad.
Not with the golf ad, no. No, I keep scrolling.
You keep scrolling, right? So if you're writing notes, Chris Rucker calls this interruption marketing. So on Facebook, it's not like direct marketing. Direct marketing is like in your face, like buy this shirt, buy this shirt. You know, like buy this shirt right now. You know, that's direct marketing, right? Like if you go to New York, that's exactly what they do. Like when I was living out there and I would go to church, I would get out of the subway. As soon as I would get out of the subway, these people were selling $4 colognes, and they were in your face, like spraying in your face. Smell this, smell this. It's like no, dude, I don't want to buy cologne right now. I'm fine. I don't want to do it, you know. But that's direct marketing. Direct marketing is when you're pushing the product against someone. This on Facebook, this is called disruption marketing, interruption marketing, because people go on Facebook not to buy shirts. These people went on Facebook. They weren't thinking about buying a shirt when they came on Facebook, but they saw a message that stood out, a message that grabbed their attention. So let's talk about the components. Let's talk about why it grabbed people's attention, why it got as many likes as it has, why it got as many shares as it did, why all of this is happening. And again, you don't have to be in the UFC niche. You don't have to sell shirts. You don't have to do what I'm doing. This works for anything. What I would encourage you to do is find a niche that you're passionate about and blow that up. I'm passionate about the UFC. When Dean asked me what I did today, I said I did kickboxing drills. I like that stuff. I come from a martial arts background. My wife taught me karate. I like this stuff, okay? I would suggest that you choose a niche that you're passionate about. So let's talk about the components, okay? Let's take a look at the picture first. So if we look at the picture, right, what does it have? What am I doing here? I'm branding my brand, which is Extreme Martial Arts. So I put it in that corner, and then I did what? I put a little picture in the corner of the fighter. I did this on purpose. I did my logo to brand myself, and then I put the picture of the fighter because I wanted to grab attention, okay? Just in case the shirt doesn't grab the attention, they see the fighter. But really, psychologically, why I really did it is because of association. Because of association. Association is so powerful. And I learned the power of association from my man Grant Cardone, okay? Really quickly. So if I go to my page, if you look at my Facebook cover, this is on purpose, right? I put this Facebook cover on purpose because Grant Cardone is a celebrity in my industry. Grant Cardone has a net worth of $100 million. Grant Cardone is very influential. So when I decided to put this cover picture, I did it on purpose because this is association. When people look at me and they see that I'm associated with Grant Cardone, that instantly, just even if I'm not even really cool with Grant Cardone like that, but I am kind of cool with Grant Cardone. We got really cool with him when we went to Cancun. But let's just say that I wasn't cool with him and I just caught a picture with him, right? This creates association, and this instantly transfers influence and even credibility to a certain level, right? So me being associated to Grant Cardone adds more influence to me, more authority to me. So when people add me as friends, they're like, dude, that's crazy. I didn't know you and GC were cool like that, right? That's awesome, right? Because now what? The more influence that I have, the more authority that I have, the easier it is for me to either coach them on something or for me to sell them on something, right? So when we look back at this Facebook ad, I'm sorry, let me just scroll back. Is it back? When we look back at this this shirt that I'm selling, when we look back at this shirt that I'm selling, I did that. I put that picture on purpose, right? I put that picture on purpose. Okay. Then let's talk about what I put on the shirt. Okay. How did I get this idea? Okay. My mentor, and you know, all of you guys have the opportunity to get access to him because you guys are part of the Six Figure Traffic Academy. But he told me a really cool tip when we were at the event. Which, by the way, Darrell, I highly encourage you that you make it out to the event, which is going to be like in the mid-year. It's really valuable. It's really awesome, right, Dean? This was like a different kind of event, right? It wasn't like how would you describe it in 1 word or less, or 5 words or less? Not sure if Dean's there anymore, but
His mic is on mute.
Okay, his mic is on.
My fault. I say there's a lot more engagement at the 3C event than other events, if I was to describe it.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. So, all right. So he basically told me this, right? He said, go on Google, go on Google, and then type in. He said, like whenever you want to come up with T-shirt designs, you can go on Google and find them. So what did I do? I went on Google and I put in UFC fans, okay, and then I clicked on images. And look at this. Do you see this picture?
Mm-hmm.
What does it say?
Just believe. Same on the shirt.
So do you think that if the fans are putting that on if their fans are putting that on their bodies, don't you think that might be maybe a T-shirt design worth testing out?
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly, right? So that's exactly what I did, right? Like I'm using what the marketplace, what the fans are looking for, and I'm creating ideas off of it. Okay, you should do the same thing in whatever niche that you decide to go with. So far, so that's it. That's it for the picture. Okay, now this is not it. I think this is it. All right. So let's look at the next thing. Okay, let's look at the message that this has. Okay, so the first thing that it has, it says Conor McGregor fans. I could have gotten right into the point. I could have said UFC fans.
Mm-hmm.
I could have just gone into selling the shirt. But what did I do? I said Conor McGregor fans. I'm calling them out. I want to grab their attention because they're not on Facebook to buy shirts. So I got to speak to them directly so they can say, oh my God, this speaks to me. So I start off by saying Conor McGregor fans, right? And then the next thing I say, we have these new shirts ready for you to wear come fight night. Okay, there's actually a fight that's going to be happening next month. So I'm using what's trending on social media towards my advantage. Then I say, click here to get out. This is called the CTA, a call to action. And your call to action should be above the fold. Okay? But then here's the little trick that I do that most people sometimes overlook or sometimes don't think about it or sometimes don't do it. So I want you guys to pay close attention. I put PS. Also, we're giving away one of these shirts away 100% free. Here's how to enter into the contest. Number 1, comment below, I want this shirt. Number 2, tag a friend and share this. Boom. Boom. What does this do? Okay, here's where I learned this from, okay? I learned this from a mentor, Chris Record. Okay, I learned this from Chris, and here's why I learned it from Chris, okay? Here's what I realized, okay? This is gonna make a lot of sense, okay? So on this picture, he sold over $100,000 in sales that night, okay? When I was talking to him, I said, dude, how do you get that many people to stick all the way through the entire webinar? Like, that's amazing. He looked at me and he said, simple. I just offer $1,000 to someone who decides to stick around to the end of the webinar, who's paying attention, and who's engaging. He said, that's all I do. And I was like, damn. I said, and then you know what I said? I'll be honest. I said, what if you don't have $1,000 to just throw out like that? And he stopped me. And he said, stop. And he said, you should never allow money to be the limiting factor. He said, if you're planning on making money, what's $1,000 out of your pocket really going to do? I mean, is it going to really hurt you? And in this case, this man sold over $100,000 in sales. He profited $150,000 in profit. If you made $150,000 in profit, is $1,000 really going to hurt your pocket?
No.
To be able to keep a lot of people all the way till the end of the webinar so they can sell them on whatever they're selling? Isn't that worth it? Isn't that smart?
Definitely.
Sometimes we don't think that way, right? And I took that idea and I said, you know what? I'm not going to be afraid to give stuff away because I plan on making money. I'm calling that into existence. That's my intention. So what did I do? I decided to give a shirt away. Is it going to cost me? Yes, it's going to cost me. How much is it going to cost me? It's going to cost me $24.97. Okay, wow. But in return, I've already gotten 3 sales from this post, and now I'm going to start scaling up. I'm going to finish selling this campaign, and when I do, it's going to be 50 sales. If I make 50 sales, that's anywhere between $800 to $1,000 in profit, right? Spending $24.97 to give away a shirt to one of these fans is well worth it. So you have to get creative with what you're offering. You have to get creative, and you can't be afraid to put out money to then get more money, right? So that's another thing that I did, okay? And then what did I do? I did this on purpose. I said, comment below, I want this shirt. I did this on purpose because here's why. Because people are saying, I want this shirt, I want this shirt, I want this shirt, right? This is social proof, right? Mm-hmm. So everybody here that's saying this, all of these people basically want to win the shirt, right? Now, guess what? If someone sees this ad and they're looking at all of these, comments that say, I want this shirt, I want this shirt, I want this shirt, I want. What it's speaking in their mind unconsciously, and they're basically saying, oh my God, this is a really good shirt. It looks like everybody wants this shirt. So I'm just going to buy it right now. And they won't even care about the contest. They'll probably not even see this, and they'll just buy it. You see how that works? So you have to be intentional with what you do. I could have said, comment below, I'm the #1 fan, right? But who cares about that? I want them to say this, because it's going to create an avalanche of people making other people think that they really want it. I'm sure that they want it, but I mean, it's creating a lot of traction for me, right? It's creating a lot of traction for me, right? So it's crazy, and they're tagging all of these people, right? All of these people, right? So anyways, so it's pretty crazy, right? Does that make sense? Did you guys get value out of that little segment?
Yes, I did.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. So here's what we're going to do, okay? So here's how you're going to do that, right? If you want to begin to start doing that and you want to begin to start getting an ROI of 2,000% on your ads, I spent 60 cents to make a sale. So I basically took 60 cents and I flipped it into $16.21 in profit. All right, right. Here's the first thing that you need to do, and it's really simple, right? But sometimes we complicate things, including myself. First thing is you have to rid yourself of judgment and perfection. Okay, I was talking to Darrell about yesterday. This is important because when we get started and we're going to do something for the first time, the first thing that we do is we question ourselves. It's not a bad thing, but when you're constantly questioning every action that you take, it's going to affect the confidence that you go about it. But not only that, but it's also going to question, like you're going to begin to start questioning so much that you're not going to get anything done. So you got to rid yourself of judgment because it's only going to hold you back. The next thing is you have to get rid of this mentality. You're trying to be perfect. Whether you do this or not, we all do this sometimes to a certain extent, where we think that we have to be so perfect with what we do. Perfect, right? But here's what Mark Cuban said. Mark Cuban was a billionaire, and I think that if a billionaire is saying this, and he's talking about this, and he's talking to our business owners, that we should probably listen into what he said. But here's what he said. He said, you can have perfection or you can have results, but you can't have both. You choose. That's what he said. He says that because perfection takes a lot of time. Results take you taking massive action. When it comes to being perfect, trust me. When I did this campaign, it wasn't perfect. I tried to target countries. Then I went into states. Then I went into cities, and that didn't work. And I said, you know what? I'm complicating this stuff. I need to keep it simple. I need to just do what I've been doing, and I did it, right? Because I tried to be perfect, right? But you know what? Not only that, but you learn from mistakes. So the more action you take, the better you get at this, right? My mentor, Chris Record, basically has this thing called the shotgun approach. Okay, the shotgun approach, just to summarize it up for you, it basically means this. When you take a look at a shotgun, and a shotgun, when it shoots out a bullet, it takes that bullet and it disperses it into pieces. It disperses it into pieces. So it's not just one bullet. It becomes thousands of little mini bullets that go up, that shoot out of the gun. It's the same thing with your marketing. Whenever you're coming up with an idea, you want to do the shotgun approach. Let me give you an example. Okay, this is the shirt that's selling right now. But I tried it with this shirt too. Okay? I haven't gotten any sales from this shirt. I tried it with this shirt. And I said, this shirt is definitely going to sell. Look how cool that shirt looks. I didn't get any sales. That's crazy, right? So I just decided to put all of these shirts up in, this shirt. What was I thinking? I did it in a different language, right? You see, I make mistakes. You learn from making mistakes and taking imperfect action. This is called the shotgun approach. Because what did I do? I just took a bunch of designs and I just threw it out there and I said, let's see which one works. I'm not going to try to be perfect and try to figure out what the customer wants. I'm just going to put it out there based on what I believe they want, and then I'm going to let the marketplace let me know how I'm doing. That's called the shotgun approach. I encourage you guys all to do it, right? Here's something that's important. When you start taking massive action, it equals experience, and experience equals a profitable skill set, right? This is what we're all after. A profitable skill set is what we're all after. When you have a profitable skill set, as long as you have internet connection, you can make money, right? And it's the only way you can get to this point is by taking massive action, and that action turns into experience, okay? So let's get right into it, okay? So how do you match a perfect product with the perfect audience, okay? Dean was here when we did that. Dean was there, okay? And what we'll do a different niche, right? And we'll do it together. But basically, Ben Atkins, he shared 4 questions that completely gave me such a paradigm shift that transformed my thinking that I'd like to share with you at this very moment. So I want you to pay close attention, because this isn't coming from me. This is coming from a man that's very successful in this industry. That's a very influential man, and they got to speak on stage when me, Dean, Aaron Houston went to this event. Okay? These are the 4 questions. Okay? The 4 questions is this. And you might want to write these questions down, because these questions are going to give you the keys to the kingdom. When you answer these questions, as simple as they are, they're going to give you a simple answer. You're going to take that answer, you're going to start making money off of the information you get. So here's the 4 questions. When it comes to selling anything, here are the 4 questions that you have to ask. The first question is, where is your target customer right now? Where is your target customer right now? Okay, meaning, what is the itch that needs to be scratched? For example, sometimes, I don't know about you, but do you ever get those moments where you have like this itch on your back that you can't reach? Like, no matter how long your arms are, no matter how flexible you think you are, you just can't reach that spot. So for me, what I do is I freak out. It's like, oh man, I can't grab it. And I run to my wife and I say, hey, babe, I just, please scratch this. Please scratch this. I get up off of my chair, I stop doing what I'm doing, and I instantly look for a solution, which happens to be my wife, right? And of course, her being an awesome wife that she is, she scratches my back. It's the same thing with your customers, right? You have to ask yourself, what is the itch that they have right now, right? When you figure that out, things begin to start getting more clear. Okay, the next thing is, where do they want to be at? Okay, when I have this itch on my back that's completely distracting me and I need to scratch it, the only place that I want to be at is at peace. I want to be at peace. I want to get back to work. I want to keep grinding. I want to keep hustling. I want to keep building my empire. Right? That's the only thing that I'm thinking about. Right? I want to be at this place, so I instantly run to my wife because I need it to be scratched. It's the same thing with your customers. Your customers have an itch, they have a problem. Where do you think they want to be at? Do they want to have financial peace? Do they want their problem to be solved? Where do they want to be at? The third question is, why do they want to be there? Okay, why do they want to be there? So why do they want to be there? Where, why? Right? This Simon Sinek has this really good book called "Start with Your Why." I encourage you guys to buy that book. It's a really good book. I read it back in. It's called "Start with Your Why" by Simon Sinek, and he goes over how most successful companies have been successful at gathering a group of people and creating like a cult. Like people who love their stuff, like Apple. Everybody loves Apple. Apple has like a cult following. And the book just kind of goes over the power and starting with your why. Well, it's the same thing when it comes to selling stuff. People are emotional beings. And people's whys brings people to tears. People's whys gets people passionate. People's whys gets people to pull out their credit card and buy whatever you're selling. Okay, that's what people's whys do. So don't you think it's important to understand your customer's why? Why do they want to be at a place that's going to give them a solution? When you figure that out, that right there is going to be one of the main reasons why you sell what you sell to the people. People are emotional buyers, okay? The last thing that Ben Atkins said is, how can you sell your customer? How can you sell them to go from number 1 to number 2? Here's what it basically means. Here's basically what he said. How can you get them from the problem that they're at to the solution that they want to be at? That's it. How can you get them to go from the problem they're at to the solution they're at? So what I'm going to do really quickly is I'm going to take this niche right here, UFC niche that I'm in, and I'm going to show you how I answer this question. Okay? I'm going to show you how I answer the question really fast. So for the UFC niche, what is the target? Where is your target customer right now? Okay, my customer right now is getting ready to watch one of the best fights that's going to happen in the next month. Guess what? I guarantee you that that there's fans out there that don't have any memorabilia, they don't have anything that they can wear come fight night. Because I know that as a fan, when you go and represent whenever you go to watch a fight or a game, you want to make sure that you're present right there at that moment, representing your fighter in this case, right? And because of that, the problem that they have right now is they probably don't have anything to wear come fight night. Something that they can wear proud and loud come fight night, so they can show their friends and family, so they can feel good, so they can embrace the win. They can feel good. They can feel like they showed up. You see, something about fans when it comes to like sports or the UFC is that fans are super passionate. Like for example, like for the Super Bowl that just went by, I have this friend it's so funny. You're gonna think this is hilarious, right? You would think that this man is getting paid by the North Carolina Panthers to promote. I mean, you would just think that this man is he's getting paid to promote. This man is talking, my team is getting ready to win the Super Bowl. My team, I always believed in you. My team. He's got people constantly saying, hey, God, hey, man, good luck out there. I really hope that your team wins. Like, good luck? Dude, you're not playing football. Right? It's hilarious, right? But people here's one of the desires of the human needs, right? Tony Robbins said that one of the desires of human needs is the significance to feel important. The significance to feel important, right? And sometimes that gets people in trouble, right? And I really believe my way of thinking is that I don't think that you need any validation from anyone. I believe that you already have all the validation that you need because Jesus loves you. And, you know, whether you believe in Jesus or not, that's my belief, and you don't have to believe it. But here's what I will tell you. I'll tell you that if you decide that you ever want to believe in something, I would recommend you believe in Jesus, because Christianity is the only religion that doesn't force anything on you. My life was transformed because of God's love. My parents tried to change me. People try to force change on me, but at the end of the day, what changed my life was His love. And I know it's a little off topic, but going back to what I was saying, right? People want to feel important. So I know that my customers want to feel important come fight night. So that's the problem. They probably don't have anything to wear or represent their fighter come fight night. Where do they want to be at? Where do they want to be at? Here's where they want to be at. They want to be at a place where come fight night, when they go to their friend's house or when they go to the bar, they are representing their fighter. That instantly they can stand out and people can associate them with Conor McGregor, right? That's where they want to be at. This brings a certain feeling to them. And this feeling is what I'm going to go off now, okay? The third thing is, where do they want to be there? Why do they want to be there? Because they want to feel important. They want to feel important. They want to feel like they're taking part of history, okay? So what can I sell them to go from 1 to 2? In this case, I came up with selling them a shirt. Does that make sense? I just basically reverse engineered the entire method. Right now, I just basically shared with you exactly my thought process on how I was able to create the shirt, and then how I was able to do Facebook ads, and how I was able to make it, how I was able to make sales, right? This is important for you to understand. So before we move on to anything, here's what we're going to do really quickly, okay? Who's on here? Okay, so Dean, let's take Dean real quick. Dean. All right, let's give me a niche, any niche. I'm gonna walk you through this right now, and we're gonna and let's do it right now. What's a niche that what's a niche that you want to build out?
I'm building the fitness niche now.
Okay, so the fitness niche, okay. So what is the problem that your target customer has right
now? Well, there are some subcategories. One subcategory that I'm targeting is the juicing niche. So they're having problems with time, having time to prepare their juices in the morning. They want to rejuvenate their skin, hair. They want to live a more healthier lifestyle. They want to lose weight through juicing. And
okay. All right, keep going.
Yeah, and I'm promoting as a solution. I'm promoting to them a Organifi, which is like a done for you juicer. In pretty much under 30 seconds a day, you can prepare your juice in the morning, your green juice. It'll give you all the superfoods that you need, so you don't have to waste time blending ingredients and creating a mess. It'll give you the nutrients that you need for that day, things like that.
Okay, cool, bro. So like, if we look at Dean, right, he basically said he's in the fitness niche. The subcategory he's in is the juicing niche, right? So when we look at the juicing niche, right, he basically said the problem that these customers are having is that they don't have enough time. They don't have enough time, and some of them don't even know any ingredients. They don't have enough time. They don't have enough time, and some of them don't even have. They don't even have the ingredients to create like really healthy juices, right? So basically, Dean pretty much knows the problem and the solution. I mean, where they want to be at. They want to be healthy. They want to have nice hair. He said, right? They want to have nice hair, right? And things like this. Okay, this is really cool, and I'm glad that you said this, Dean, because when I was at the 3C event, I managed to talk to this kid. His name is Luke. He just cracked $500,000 in sales in January, or I think in December. I think it was January. And I asked him, I said, hey, dude, I asked him a question. I said, hey, Luke, what do you think is responsible for you being able to engineer your biggest month ever? Like, if there was one thing that you could tell me, what would that be? And here's what he said. He said, sell your customers the benefits. Forget the features, the benefits. So that's exactly what Dean's doing here, right? He's selling them the benefits. So if he's and the product that he's going to be selling on his Shopify store, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the product he's going to be selling in his Shopify store is a done-for-you juicer, right? So is he going to talk about the buttons and how fast it goes and like, you know, the color? No, he's going to be talking about the benefits of having nice hair, having nice nails, having vibrant skin, looking younger, right? Those are benefits, right? That's it. That's cool that you said that. Why do they want to be there, Dean?
They want to live a more healthier lifestyle. They want to, you know, wake up in the morning and be glad. I mean, be happy at, you know, what they see in the mirror. You know, they want to eat healthier. They don't want to, you know, go to the store and buy all the ingredients that they need to eat healthy. You know, they just kind of want a done-for-you method
Yeah.
that's fast. Like if they're on the go, if they're rushing, they just have something to throw back real quick.
Yeah, yeah. So why? I mean, why do they want to do all that stuff?
I've never really thought about it that way. Um, I guess
So
because they want to be healthier.
okay, so they want to be healthier, but why? Why do they want to be healthier? So like
To live long.
what?
To live long.
Exactly, to live long, right? And in most cases, to live long, right? Facebook even allows you to target parents. So, like, what if you created an ad specifically to parents and saying, why don't you have this juicer that saves you so much time, but most importantly, instantly increases your lifespan by 3 or 4 years, so you can spend more time with your kids, right? That would be a targeted ad, right? And also in that message, I would be speaking to the why. Most parents, they want to live longer, not so they can just live long, but probably because they want to spend more time with their kids, right? I'm not sure. I'm just making stuff up, right? But that's just a why. So you might want to, kind of like dig deeper when it comes to that. That's pretty cool. And then the product that he's selling is a done-for-you juicer, right? It's cool. It's cool to go through these questions. They're so simple, right? But yet they're so powerful. They're so simple, yet they're so powerful, right? All right. So here's what we're gonna do right now. Okay, the third thing that you need to do is you need to go into keyword/interest. Okay, keyword/interest. So you have to research keywords and interests so you can find your perfect audience. So when you answer these questions, you're gonna have a better understanding who your perfect audience is, right? But now what you have to do is you have to go into research. You have to figure out who your perfect audience is by researching, okay? So here's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to dive into Facebook right now, and I'm going to do some research, some simple research, super easy, super simple, okay? So I'm already here, okay? So the countries that I target, okay, Dean, you may already know this, but for Terrell, who may not know this, the countries that I target are normally Canada, United States, United Kingdom, New Zealand, Ireland, and Australia. They're normally the countries where the economies are really good, where people have access to credit cards, where people buy stuff, where people are more affluent. Okay, no, that's not affluent. Where people actually they just have more wealth to spare. Okay, so those are normally the 6 countries I go with. Okay, all right. So what I'm gonna do here is let's take Dean's example. Okay, let's take Dean's example here, and 1 second. I was doing another example with turtles, so that's why I have turtles. I'm not looking to start a turtle niche. I don't really care about turtles. Even I did have turtles when I was younger though. They're cool, man. They just got real dirty, man. I used to have 8 turtles and stuff. It was crazy. They were all making love to each other. It was crazy. All right, here we go. So so what I'm gonna do? So Dean is in the fitness niche. So he's going into juicing. So I'm gonna type in juicing. Okay, juicing for health. 1 million people. Okay, and then what happens is as you start putting in keywords, guys, you start Facebook starts to recommend other ones. So probably Women's Days magazine. People watch this. I'm probably gonna take a chance on that. Okay, I'm gonna add probably people who like Whole Foods. Okay, I'm gonna go into I don't know Health Me Up diet. I'm gonna go into vegetarian times. I'm just gonna grab everything. I'm gonna click on Weight Watchers. I'm gonna watch anything that has to do kind of with juicing, okay? Because if people are in the fitness niche, then most people kind of understand what juicing is.
If you type in green juice, you might get some more.
What is it?
Type in green juice, you might get some more.
Yeah, where am I at? Because it's not. Greens? It doesn't.
Green juice.
Oh, green juice, green juice. Sorry, bro.
Good.
Green juice. What the hell's a green juice? Green
Uh,
juice.
green living, pretty much. Oh, that might be a little too broad.
That's a behavior. So people in the
Yeah.
house, like, so if you look over here, right, guys, this is interesting. Because, like, right now, all of these are interests. So basically, like, what people what people are interested in, right? But then if we go green living, it's a behavior. So it's a purchase behavior. It's a buyer profile, which means that this person, I'm guessing green living is basically like living natural. That's what I'm thinking, right?
Yeah.
So it says people in households that buy environmentally conscious products such as eco-friendly soaps donate to environmental causes for a drive or hybrid car. So so this is cool, right? But this is not really gonna suit what we're doing here. But this is cool to understand. Facebook allows you to target behaviors. This is interesting because let's say Dean was in the niche of organic stuff, right? If he was in the niche of organic stuff, this would be something to consider testing because this is a behavior that Facebook is telling you and it's basically saying, hey, these people right over here, they normally are people who are known to purchasing environmentally conscious products. So it would be cool to test and even run like my sister, she gave me like this soap. My wife is allergic to like regular soap, so she like whenever like body soap, she hooked us up with this African black soap.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what it's made out of, but it just looks cool. It just looks really cool, right? But it's organic, right? It's like organic, right? So like maybe selling things like that and testing this behavior would be something to even it would be worthy of testing for sure. But well, I just wanted to kind of share that, but we're not, we're gonna just move on now. So let's just say this is it, okay? I mean, you could probably go into more stuff, right? Um, uh, you know,
Oh,
fruits. Let's do fruits.
hey, hey, I got a quick question.
Yeah.
Is ad set is this the what application are you in, and did you buy it to see
No.
all the?
So basically, no. So this is Facebook, my man. So if you like, for example, like, if I'm on Facebook right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So if I'm on Facebook, I'm basically going to just click here, and
Mm-hmm.
then I'm going to go to manage ads. Okay. Now you may have to open up your business account for Facebook. So if that's the case, you may have to just go into um, business Facebook, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Open up an ads account and then they can connect it to your Facebook account, I believe. Um, I don't know because Facebook business um what is it? It's called Business Facebook or something, right?
Yeah.
But
Facebook for business.
Facebook for Business, right? I think that's what it is, and you might have to set up your own ads manager ads, right? And that's what the 3-0 club teaches, my man. So like whenever you are Duro, whenever you're ready to purchase that, you definitely want to make sure you do so. Because it's going to teach you more in detail. Right now, we're kind of we only have about an hour, so I'm being very brief with it, but at the same time, I'm still being detailed. But just check that out, okay? Check out Facebook for Business. But before you do, see if you can just do this, because on my Facebook, I just click this little arrow, and then it opens up, and I just click on Manage Ads.
Okay.
So, yeah. So here's what I'm going to do now, okay? So I could keep going, and I would encourage you to keep going. But I'm just going to take all of these keywords. Okay, I'm going to take all of these keywords, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create. This is important for you guys, so pay close attention. So like this is what I'm going to do. I'm basically going to create. I'm going to create. I'm going to create something called an experiment. Okay. I learned this from Lee McIntosh. McIntosh. I forgot his name. He's like this. He's probably one of the first guys that I learned Facebook marketing from. But anyways, so this is an experiment list, and the way this works is obviously the word experiment kind of much basically says it all. Okay, so what you're doing is you're basically creating keywords. Okay, keywords with basically keywords of experiment. Keywords that you think are likely. You think that are likely for people are likely to become winners. Okay, to become winners. And then you're going to have another list, okay? You're going to have another list called the proven list, okay? So, like, for example, okay, if I go to my Evernote here, let me just go to Evernote. And if I go to Evernote here, evernote.com, this this is loading, I'm just going to quickly sign in here really fast. But if I log into my Evernote, I want you to pay close attention to what I have here. I think it might be of benefit to you, hopefully, if you pay close attention. So if I go here, let me just type in my thing. All right, cool. I'm just going to log in. As this is loading, I'm just going to put that. I'm going to show you what I – come on, man. Hold on a second. So no book. Okay, so I have keywords. Like, for example, like this is – okay, these are the keywords I was testing in the very beginning. You see this? This is an entire list that I tested. This is my experiment list. Do you guys see this? I'm not sure if you see it, right? This is my entire experiment list, right? So I put all of the keywords that are related to the UFC, all of the fighters, and then I put what the reach was, right? And then I started to test them. And when I started to test them, I started to find the ones that were winners. So these became my winners, okay? This became my winners. Now some of you guys are saying, how do you know when something's a winner? I want you to pay close attention, okay? So let's just say that in Dean's niche, let's say this becomes the winner. Okay, let's say that becomes a winner. So we basically let's just highlight it red. That becomes a winner. Now I don't even know if this is true, Dean. You're gonna have to test it yourself. I'm just as an example. But let's just say that's a winner. This becomes a winner, and let's say Weight Watchers becomes a winner. Okay, this is all made up, by the way. I'm just using this as an example. So let's say that becomes a winner. Okay, so now these three become winner. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna copy and paste this. Okay, I'm gonna say, okay, this became a winner. Okay, this became a winner, and I'm gonna share with you what makes something a winner. Okay, what makes something a winner? So that becomes a winner. I'm gonna grab this one. This one, juicing for health, becomes a winner. So I'm gonna basically put that juicing for health became a winner. Then I'm gonna put Weight Watchers become a winner, and I'm gonna put that down here, and boom, winners. So these are my proven list. This is my proven list right here. This is what it is, my proven list. Bam. How do I know when to take something from experiment to proven? Very simple. Two things. Okay, actually three things. Engagement is the biggest one, leads, and sales. Okay, actually sales is the most important one, but when you're first testing stuff out, you're trying to get sales immediately. So engagement is something you want to look for right away. Okay, right away. So like if you take a look at this ad right here, right? Look, this is pretty engaging. It has 244 likes. It's got over 50 comments, right? And it has 28 shares. This is what you call engagement, okay? Engagement. So you want to make sure it has engagement, right? So engagement is the biggest. This is how you know something's a winner, okay? And obviously, you're gonna look at your, like for example, like when you like Darrell, when you go through the 3-0 club. I know Dean already knows this, but when you go through the 3-0 club, right, and you go through that training, you get to do some stuff like this. You get to do pretty cool stuff like this. Let me just quickly show you fast. Come on. And by the way, I'm still gonna go over the Instagram stuff, and I'm gonna go over it like in probably the next 5 minutes. All right, so like over here, if you look at this, basically I paid 0.0003 per engagement. That's really cheap, really cheap, and I got close to 1 million people to engage with what I was promoting. So do you think that's pretty engaging? That's pretty engaging, right? So that lets me know that there's a couple of keywords / interests that are winners in there, okay? So that's it, okay? That's basically it, okay? That's basically it, guys, okay? So how did I turn 60 cents into an ROI of 2,000%, okay? First thing, you have to rid yourself of judgment and perfection. I'm doing a quick recap, okay? Understand that taking massive action equals experience and equals a profitable skill set. Okay, Mark Cuban said you can have perfection or results, but you can't have both. Take massive and perfect action. I promise you it's going to lead to results. The second thing that's important for you to understand, you have to match the perfect product with the perfect audience. Okay, the 4 questions that you want to ask yourself by Ben Atkins. Okay, we kind of we just played it right now. We role played with Dean's niche. All right, the first question, the second question, the third question, the fourth question, and then the last part is the keyword interest, right? You got to dive into keyword interest. And I talked about how you have to research. You have to research so you can find your perfect audience. And I talked about the experiment list, and I talked about the proven list, right? So what does this basically mean? This basically means that you need to test stuff. You're not going to get lucky. You got to test stuff, right? Once you find the winner, you move them over to the proven list and you start building this list up. You want to focus on this list because the more you build this up, the more this becomes money. This becomes like a pot of gold because when you know exactly where your perfect audience is hiding in, or you know where your perfect audience is hanging out, it becomes so much easier to sell them anything. It becomes easier to sell them whatever product is going to solve their problem. Okay, so we talked about how you determine that is by engagement, leads, and sales. Okay, so I'm gonna pause there for a second. I'm gonna take any questions that if you guys may have any questions, and then I'm gonna go into the bonus on how me and my wife are able to generate 120 subscribers in one day. We build a massive list into the thousands, and we also generated 15 signups from Instagram in 1 hour. Okay, I'm going to show you that in the next 5 minutes. It's going to be really quickly because I think we've been going on for a little longer than expected, so I know you guys have to get going. So I'm going to make sure I go through it fast. But before I move on to that part, do you guys have any questions about what I just went over on how I was able to turn 60 cents into an ROI of 2,000%?
I understand that part. I thought it was pretty easy to keep up with. The T-shirts that you had, did you went through a company or did you have to purchase the shirts? How did you go about getting that?
Yeah. So basically, right, there's a couple of companies that you could write down if you do want to get into that. The first one is basically called Teespring. Okay,
Teespring?
Yeah, Teespring. And if you Google that, that's the first one. There's another one called Gearbubble. And then the one that I'm using is called Viral Style. Okay? With all of these companies, you don't have to pay for any of the shirts. Okay? Here's basically how it works. You set up a campaign, and based on the shirts that you sell, they make them for you. So let's say that you do a campaign of 50 shirts. Okay? If people start buying those shirts, they take care of all of the packaging. They take care of all of the manufacturing stuff, right? All you have to do is send traffic to them. When they buy your shirt, you make profit, they make profit. So they keep a percentage, you keep a percentage. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's good.
And it's like your hands are clean. All you're focusing on is exactly what I just taught you. You don't have to focus on building shirts and any of that stuff. You have to focus on because at the end of the day, this only works if you get targeted with your audience and you have the right product. But you have Teespring, you have Gearbubble, and you have Viral Style. I recommend you start with Viral Style for a couple of reasons. Number one, it allows you to use retargeting. So what retargeting basically means, to make it really simple, it means that whenever someone lands on that page, you can continue to keep following them throughout Facebook. And the more you continue to keep following them through Facebook, the more that they see you, the more likely they are to buy from you. Okay? And that's what Viral allows you to do. The second reason why you want to choose Viral Style is because it allows you to create a buyer's list. Okay? Every time someone buys from you, they give you their email. This is important because if they bought something from you once, don't you think that when you come up with the next T-shirt design that you can send them an email and they'll probably most likely buy again?
Yeah.
Most likely, right? So that's important for you to understand. So Viral Style is probably the one I recommend with, okay? And again, that's to answer your question. Dean, do you have a question? I know you unmuted yourself.
No questions, man. I'm all good.
Dean's just eating, man. Food. I'm good, man.
Hey, I got a question for Dean.
What's up, man?
Hey, man, I'm also into juicing and living a clean life with raw, kind of like green juices, wheatgrass, the kale. So, are you doing an online store with the done for you juicing?
What I'm doing is I'm selling like clickback products. Clickback is like other people develop like products and supplements and the juices and things like that, and then they give you an affiliate link, so you promote their products for them, and once you sell them, they give you a percentage of that sale. So for this Organifi product that I'm reselling for this guy Drew Canoli on Clickbank, for every sale that I make of that powder that you just use in the morning, he gives me 75% commissions on that.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, and the product is like I think it's $50 for one bottle, about $100 for two bottles.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. If you go on like clickbank.com, there's a bunch of affiliate products that you can find on there that you can just resell to target audiences. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey,
That's,
appreciate it.
yeah. So, what I would recommend, Darrell, because like I was talking to my wife today, and I said, babe, like if we got started online, like here's what I would like. Here's what I would have liked someone to tell me. I would have liked someone to tell me, forget about making money. And it's weird. It's like, really, what do you mean forget about making money? Because when we think about making money, sometimes when we think about and making money is the result that we all want. Although that when you just make that you're so focused, you tend to get really disappointed, really frustrated, because it's not really what's going to make you. That's not really making money. Is not something you should strive for. What you should strive for is learning the process. So then, if we switch the focus from making money, and there's so many different ways to make money that you can get overwhelmed and even confused. Okay, I just taught. I'm selling T-shirts. Dean is selling powder. Aaron Houston is selling music lessons. Brandon Norfolk is selling, I don't know what he's selling. It's like you can sell anything, bro. You can sell anything, right? So like, there's no shortage of what you can sell. At the
Right.
end of the day, the principles are what matter. When I'm sharing with you principles, right, that you should definitely apply. But here's what I would like someone to tell me. I would have liked someone to tell me, just focus on mastering craft. Like the stuff that I'm sharing with you now, like the keyword stuff, all of that stuff, right? What I would recommend you do if you are considering selling physical stuff or whatever the case is, or even going into juicing, is build a niche, build a micro niche that you're passionate about. So whether it's juicing or fighting or fitness, whatever the case is, build a micro niche on that. What I mean by that is create a Facebook fan page on that, and then focus on getting videos to go viral. That's it. Because here's what's going to happen. In the process of you focusing on making videos go viral, you're going to master so many things, bro. I can't tell you. When I first got my first million views, I didn't make a single sale from that. I didn't make a single sale from that. But let me tell you what I learned. I learned how to split test. I learned how to do keyword research. I learned how to read the data. I learned so many of these things that had I made money by pure focus, I would have missed out on learning all of the important components and pillars that would eventually lead into me making more money. So what I would recommend is you definitely start focusing on mastering traffic, on beginning to start sending traffic to an audience and you would like to sell something to them, but not with the intention to sell them anything just yet, right? And that's what I recommend you definitely purchase a 3.0 Club, because it's going to teach you how to make videos go viral. And as you start making videos go viral, and as you start messing around with Facebook ads, and you start making mistakes, and you take action, and you go through the training, and you take more action, you're going to gain so much confidence, right, Dean? Dean, how much confidence have you gotten from doing the 3.0 Club strategy now to just doing Facebook ads?
A lot, man. Once you like you were saying earlier, once you master traffic, you can pretty much sell anything. Because at that point, once you're like really good with traffic, all it comes down to is finding your audience, finding the people that you want to target, what you want to sell. And once you have that foundational strategy of getting that traffic, meaning getting those eyes on that offer, then it's pretty much easy selling from there. With the 3.0 strategy, it's so viral that you're getting so many eyes on what you're trying to sell for cheap. Usually with Facebook ads, you're spending like 50 cents per click. With the viral videos, you're getting like millions of views on your link on the things that you're trying to sell for cheap. So it's not like you're burning like hella money on Facebook or on any other strategy.
All right.
Definitely.
Yes, that's what I would recommend, around like to really
Okay.
in the best direction is really, once you understand how to do that, everything else becomes a lot simpler. And then you can just start going into so many different things, and things begin to start making more sense. Okay, so basically, yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep my promise. I'm going to kind of quickly just go over with you how I was able to use Instagram to generate 150 leads, okay? And how I was able to how I was able to also get 15 signups in an hour, okay? So I'm just going to pull this up really quickly. and then I'm gonna show it to you, and then from there, I'm gonna just we're just gonna end it. So I'm gonna spend like 5-10 minutes on this, and then we're just gonna call it a night. And hopefully, you guys receive massive value because that's what I want to provide for you guys, and I really want to kind of share with you exactly what I'm doing. You guys are part of the team here. So let me just find that really quickly.
So quick question.
Oh,
So these 15 members that you got, were they like smart members, or was this like back when in like MLM?
these what the people on this team.
Yeah, the 15 members that you got.
So basically, some of these people actually just, I mean, they're just from everywhere. Honestly, some of them are from my list, some of them are from my Facebook friends, some of them are from my MLM. But it's really just building a list and building a brand and just following up with people. That's really guiding more people inside of this little group that I have, right? So
Okay.
yeah. So let me just show you really quickly. No, hold on 1 second. So your photos. Can you guys see my page?
I was seeing it, but it kind of switched back to you.
Okay, got it. Let me just grab it and then I can do it. Wait a minute.
And your hair is different in every one of those pictures.
Yo, man, Facebook is so cool because you really get to see how much you change over time. It's pretty cool, man. I wish my parents had a Facebook because then I can really see like how they evolved, you know?
I know, right?
Yeah, that would be really cool. But you know what's cool is that our kids are gonna get to see this, and it's gonna be pretty awesome.
Exactly.
Oh wow, that's how you used to look when you were younger. Yeah, hold up. Oh man, this is crazy. So let me just pull this up.
Yo, so Darrell, what you doing online now while Paulo's pulling this up?
Say again?
What are you doing online now while we wait for Paulo to pull this up? Are you doing anything with Chris Record or are you doing MLM?
Yeah, I'm with Empower.
With Empower?
Yes.
Empower? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Started up with them and just trying to actually learn how to get things going. So that's what I'm trying to do right now, is to understand the whole online marketing world.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I haven't looked at Empower in a while.
yeah, I like doing street workouts, and that's what I was saying. I do like more juicing. I juice like quite a bit. I used to do even more. Looking at even purchasing another juicer that I already got, a Health Master. So when you said that, I was like, oh, okay, that's good, man. It's kind of like the same kind of vein that I'm in as
Yeah,
far
man.
as just living.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So what's Empower's like commission structure like now?
It's a lot. It's changed. A lot of stuff has changed.
Has it?
Yeah,
I
because
know it's not 100% anymore, but I'm not sure like what changed since the last event that I went to.
they have the Uniline.
Uniline?
Yeah.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, I think it happened back in October, somewhere in there.
Okay.
Yeah. So they've been doing massive changes to the back office and trying to get stuff up to speed, so we can actually kind of like get more people to subscribe.
Okay.
Cool. All right, guys. So really quickly, so I just wanted to kind of show you this really fast. Okay, actually, it's not the picture I wanted to show you, but this is actually the picture, I believe. No, this is the picture. All right, cool. So this is the picture, and this is a kind of a throwback here, right? And at the time, we didn't really know what we were doing, but we kind of started getting really, really good with this, right? And this is a webinar that we did, and on this webinar, we managed to get like 75 live people on here using Instagram, and we also managed to collect over 120 leads that same day. And we also got, in that same webinar, we were able to generate 15 sales in 1 hour. So it's pretty crazy, but what's even crazier is like the conversion that we were having. Okay, we had this strategy on Instagram that we were doing where we basically would get people to register through Instagram through SMS, which means that in order for them to register, they would have to send an SMS message, and then in return they would automatically get a link for them to register. Well, we found out that when we did that, the conversion rate skyrocketed because this is a 96% conversion rate. It's crazy because what happened was that all of a sudden the people who were texting, because they had to make that extra effort, they were following through on signing up for the webinar and then actually showing up on the webinar, which is pretty insane, right? And Instagram's really, really awesome. And actually, most of our sales when we were basically doing Empower at the time, right? Like Empower used to do 15K in Masters Course Costa Rica, but a lot of the sales that at the time were coming from, I should say not at the time, but like I would say 99% of the sales were coming from Instagram, right? They were coming from Instagram, and we were just crushing it, right? We were crushing it, man. We were crushing it, right? And Instagram is a really, really, really good platform, especially to get a lot of leads and to really just blow up your your business. Because like this, like if depends what you're selling, right? Like if you're in Empower, you might want to do this, right? But it's just good to get leads, right? Because on Instagram allows you to target hashtags, right? So based on the hashtags, you can target a specific group of people, right? And that's how we did. I mean, on this webinar, we got 120 leads, and then we got 15 signups. But here's the biggest thing. Here's how we made most of our sales, okay? Is we used to do webinars, okay? We used to do webinars. And we pretty much gave value, and then we just offered an opportunity for them to join. And it was crazy how many sales we were making. And these sales weren't just $25 sales. They would eventually become thousands of dollars worth of sales. So the leads were like thousands of dollars worth, right? So this was back in the day, right? And then, of course, I told you that Facebook bought Instagram, right? And they hit us. They hit Instagram, and they killed a lot of our accounts, right? We were doing a black hack strategy at the time, which basically means that it was like a hack that you could do on Instagram, but then once Facebook bought them out, they put guidelines, privacy policies, terms and conditions, and they kind of wiped out all of our accounts. But Instagram was a massive platform to be able to build just these leads and signups, right? And the reason why I wanted to share this with you is because I was talking to one of my good friends, and her name is, because she's connected with Chris Record. I think she tagged Chris Record on something, and then it kind of popped up on my newsfeed. And Dean, you know her because we were talking about her, Ella, right? You know her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were talking about it, and I was like, oh my god, let's check this out. And I started looking at her profile, and Dean was telling me that she has something called Insta opt-ins, right? And Insta opt-ins, what it basically is.
Hey guys, it's Ella.
All right, and you guys can check this out on your own, right? But here's what it is. She created this Instagram program, which I took a look at it, and dude, it's legit. I mean, it is legit. Okay, like in this video, she kind of shows you how she gets mad leads, right? But here's what our biggest problem was when we were doing Instagram. We were doing a black hack strategy, and we were crushing it. Okay, this girl has gotten she's gotten a formula and a strategy where she launches campaigns on Instagram, and in 60 seconds she gets 100 opt-ins. You gotta check out this video. It is crazy. It's a crazy video, right? So what I decided to do, I hit her up and I was talking to her because I wanted to know, like, you know, I used to like if you guys knew me back then, which some of you guys did, I think Dean knew me, but like we were crushing it, guys. Instagram was a platform that we killed it. We recruited over 300 people all from Instagram to our Empower Network business, right? And we were getting 96% conversion rates on our webinars. We were getting tons of leads. We were making sales. It was good, man. It was really good. But then Instagram got shut down. We never really pursued it. But then Dean was talking about Ella, and that's when I was talking to her, and she shared this with me. And I said, wow, this is crazy. And I was talking to her, and she told me, she was basically telling me that she basically has, and there's Chris Records, so that's how I saw it. That's how I started seeing it. And she was basically telling me how she created this product and training that teaches people on how to generate leads, massive amount of leads on Instagram. And she shows you on this video how she gets 100 leads a minute. So the reason why I wanted to share this with you is because I saw a good product, and I said, you know what? This is a good product, and it's worth promoting. And what I decided to do is I said, you know what, I'm going to promote it. I'm going to share with just a couple of people. And since you guys are here, if you guys are interested, you guys don't have to buy this, but this is something I'm just going to recommend to you guys. And if you guys want to purchase this, you guys can message me afterwards. But here's what I did want to let you know. If you guys do decide to purchase this from me, right? If you guys want to purchase this from me, if you guys have the money to purchase this, right? If you don't have the money, you know, don't sweat it. It's totally cool. But here's the bonus that I wanted to offer you guys, okay? I wanted the first bonus that I want to give you guys, if you guys decide to buy Insta opt-ins from me, which is Ella's Instagram program where she generates 100 leads in 1 minute or whatever, 60 seconds. It's a sick video. What I was gonna do is I'm putting a bonus together, showing you exactly the strategy that we use on Instagram that we put together to get hundreds and hundreds of people on a live webinar, and what we did on that webinar to sell those people. So basically how we did it, and then basically the outline of what we did on the webinar to sell them what we sold them, right? And at the time we were basically targeting network marketers, but to be honest with you, you can target anyone. You can target anyone and this would work, right? So I'm gonna basically putting a bonus together on basically showing you guys how I did this, how I got 75 people on how I used to get people on webinars, how I got a 96% conversion rate, as you can see here. Okay, if you knew how to do this, man, I'm telling you, even if you sucked at webinars, you can make sales. Webinars is by far the best place to make sales. I just got off of a webinar before I did this, and I made a couple of sales with a group of people. It wasn't even a lot of people, man, because like it wasn't a lot of people, but webinars are really good for converting. So that's one of the bonuses. Another bonuses that I'm going to be putting together is I'm going to be launching a campaign on Instagram. So I'm going to start promoting my shirts on Instagram, because Instagram allows you to basically create ads, on Instagram. This is something brand new that just came out. So I'm going to be putting a campaign for Instagram, okay, and I'm going to basically show you a live case study, okay, of how I put that Instagram campaign together. I'm going to show you exactly the results that I got, and I'm going to basically show you how I'm going to start selling shirts on Instagram. And that's a big platform to sell shirts and to sell anything, honestly. So that's what I plan on giving you. Those are going to be my 2 bonuses if you decide to buy Insta opt-ins from me. And again, don't sweat it. You don't have to buy this, but if you are interested in buying it and you can afford it, right, I'd recommend this product because it is a great product. She's figured out how to build a list on Instagram without using a black hack strategy the way we work. And it works really well because I mean, this video kind of shows it shows you how she's getting the leads, okay? It's $4.97, okay? But if you decide to buy from me, I am going to throw in those 2 bonuses, okay? Again, it's going to be my webinar bonus that's going to teach you how I got people on webinars. That's going to include my follow-up sequence. That's going to include the strategy that I did that took them off of Instagram and that instantly gave me their phone numbers. It's also going to include what I did on the webinars and how I structure the webinar to sell them stuff. And then the last bonus is I'm going to basically be giving you a live case study of when I launched my first Instagram campaign selling t-shirts and selling products on Instagram. And that's something that's going to be super valuable. I'm thinking of probably selling that live case study probably for like, I don't know, maybe like $500 or something. Depending on the results that I get and depending on how much time I'm willing to devote into putting into the training, right? But those are the 2 bonuses that I'm willing to give if you want to buy Insta opt-ins. Again, I totally recommend this. It's a good Instagram product. It's great. I've never seen anyone like this. There's a lot of people that teach Instagram, but she pretty much has this down to a formula. And if there's anybody I would like you to buy Instagram from or Instagram training, it would be Ella. And I'm going to hook you up with those 2 bonuses. So yeah, that's basically it. I wanted to just kind of show you guys the power in Instagram and kind of show you how that works. So yeah, so if you guys have any questions, you guys can just private message me. You guys don't have to give me an answer here. You guys just private message me and let me know if you guys wanna do it and wanna take me up on my bonuses. If not, it's totally cool. I think either way, today was a successful session. I hope you guys got massive value, and hopefully you guys can just you can go out there and crush it.
Hey, thanks, Paul. Really appreciate everything you do.
No problem, man. You got value, dude?
Yeah, man, that was definitely cool. Definitely cool, man. I appreciate it.
Awesome, dude. Damn, man, I appreciate you guys for showing up, man. So I'm gonna get going now. I'm gonna watch a movie. I'm gonna watch a show with my wife, and probably kick it back and start up tomorrow again. I love you guys. You guys be great, be awesome, and if you guys could do me a favor and just comment in the group and say, man, this training was, and genuinely say this because I'm telling you, but just really share with everyone what you really got from the group. It's a lot more funner when we get more people on here, and when you just share out of your heart that you really did get value, it just lets people know that they're missing out on something great. And I would hate for someone to miss out on training like this because I think it really can help them. So if you guys can do me that solid, that's all I'm asking for. Just comment in the group and say, just share with everyone your excitement and what you really got from it. All right, guys, I love you guys, and I'll keep you guys updated. See you guys next week.
All right, man.
Peace out.
All right.